Agarana stuff. More Google Search Console. Uh, Learning, whatever. And I learned a new one today. There must be a really good tutorial about Google Search Console somewhere, but I probably couldn't assimilate it all. Anyway, so I'm a cut to fit or experiment guy, and that's how I learn. And I learned a new one today that I need to pass on to you. So this is just an intro to it. This has to do with sitemap submission and then looking at the indexed for the sitemap that you've just submitted. And I learned a new trick, and maybe you'll need to learn it too. We'll see. So here I am at Google Search Console, and what I learned was that if I submit a sitemap, and I'll do a sitemap, it should know where it is, but for some reason I have to type it in. And I type in the sitemap, and I'm going to upload. That's my current sitemap, and I'm going to submit it. So it's submitted successfully on today, the 28th. Now, what I didn't know is I can look at this. I clicked on that. I'll go back and I'll show you what I did. This is the sitemap I submitted. Should have been the one I did today. Let's see, if I go to another link and I want to come back. It says I did a 28. Okay, now if I click on that, what I didn't see before and know is that you can check see page indexing. Okay, and what this shows is based on that sitemap, there were 396 non-indexed and 252 that have been indexed. And what it shows me is why those pages were not, what problems there may be, and I have started a validation on them again. I have fixed most of these, but what I'm trying to highlight to you is the page count is significantly less. Now, if I go to pages, indexing on pages, you'll see what shows here is that there are 2,580 non-indexed pages and 457 that are, and it shows all of these websites, and it has great big numbers. Crawled, not currently indexed. It's got a big number. If I go to sitemaps again and I click on the one I just submitted and I see page indexing, and I come down and I look at the potential problems I can have. Crawled, currently non-indexed, is 177, and I have started a validation on those, and I think it probably will clear those up. I'm hoping that it's actually using the sitemap to do this, because these numbers are a whole lot less than what it's showing me here on the pages. And you'll also notice that the last time this whole page was updated was on the 24th. Today's the 28th. So all this data down here is all relevant to the 24th. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you, is that you can look at an individual sitemap that's submitted and see the what it claims why they aren't indexed. And I have started a validation of all these problems. Now, let me give you, let's see, alternate page with an incorrect. Now I've added conicals to the page. This should be correct. This is correct. I think all of these, you'll see when they were submitted, and I'll go to the full extent of them. I think this is alternate page with proper conical. I think all of the bad pages have been removed, so these should be the de facto proper indexed pages. So it should now clean those up. If I look at another kind of problem, let's do alternate page. So there's 22 of those where there's an alternate page with a selected conical. All of these, I think, are in fact correct. The last time they were crawled was on the 28th of October. If I do a fetch on that, if I do a live test, it should in fact come up as a valid URL that is on Google now. And unfortunately, I told you it was a quota, and I have, my quota has been exceeded for the day to do a re-indexing. Now, hopefully, when I did that sitemap and it processes, it will properly find the right one. And up here in notifications, you'll see it tells you what it's currently doing. It's validating, and it will. One of the ways you can't really delete them, but you can tag them and mark all as red, and then you won't see this notification again. You see, that's the only way to get rid of that. That's enough of that. I've used on my quota for re-indexing, but what I'm learning is that if you have problems with your website, but you've cleaned them up, the only way to get Google to redo is to continue to search, submit sitemaps, and to perhaps do a inspection. Here, let's try this one. This is my main URL, the home page, and I'm going to test it. And this will supposedly help. One of the things that bothers me when I do this, it says test and it says available, and Google Index, it says it's on Google Index. And down here, pages indexed. Here is it shows that there is a sitemap, and here are all of the referring pages to it. Ranked teacher, I don't know who is. All those are valid. The last crawl was yesterday. Smartphone and fetch was successful. Indexing was allowed, yes. User declared conical, it says none. I have a user declared conical on that web page. I don't know why it's not seeing it. I don't understand that part of it yet, but I have declared a conical on my home page. And if you don't know about conicals, you should look into it. It's really a self-referencing URL address that you put in the head section of the web page. This happens to be a home page. There is a conical listed there. It should have picked it up. I don't know why it did not. That's enough of this one. What I was really trying to show you is a new thing I learned, that you can in fact see, if you submit a sitemap, you can in fact see, and here's the currently indexed pages, and I think most all of these are correct. If they're not, you use the removal tool. I think if I look down through all those, most all are valid. I don't think there's any bad index pages down in here now. I'm getting it slowly cleaned up, and as explained before, if you have them, you have to copy the URL, go over to the removals, and do it there. But as I look down through there, these all look like correct web pages. I don't see any standing out like a sore thumb as being an incorrect web page URL. I've deleted most all of those. I don't see anything wrong with these. Maybe I'm missing one here or there, but if I look down through, They all appear correct to me. And it's taken a while to get this, and I've had to delete a lot of bad URLs because I told you I scrambled the search engine so bad by changing, I changed the directory name, or I changed the name of the page, and the old page was left in cache. These all look absolutely correct. Google will eventually properly index. These are index pages. I got that, at least that number done. That's enough for this. What I tried to show you has to do with sitemap submission. Make sure your sitemap is current. Make sure all your links are correct before you even create a sitemap. That is enough for today. I will click and end.